Alright, so, hey guys and welcome back to Let's Play Resident Evil 0. And man, has it been a while since the previous episode. I think it's been about roughly 2 weeks, so, I apologize for that. Also, another thing I want to quickly point out, just before we get into the whole episode here, I actually forgot to save at the end of the previous episode, so I think you can notice, based on the items, my HP, and, if I take a quick look at the map here, just where all my, dropped items are. Yeah, I had to re-record that, because I lost, that file, so the previous episode, part 4, I had to replay through that. I have the exact same level of progression, I think I can put it, meaning, like, I didn't advance in the story or anything like that. Like, everything that I did in the previous episode is still roughly the same, but where the items are placed and my HP and ammo and all that is different. So I just thought I'd get that out of the way. But, yeah. So welcome back to Resident Evil 0. And in the previous episode, we collected the grenade launcher, fought the Centurion, or, giant centipede boss, obtained the fire key, used the needle or the clock hand or whatever to, unlock some doors where we got both the microfilm B and A, and now with both of those items, we can now make our way over to, actually let me switch to Rebecca here because I feel more comfortable with the shotgun out, of course. We can now make our way to the downstairs room that we unlocked with the clock puzzle that we never actually entered, which I am super hyped to do so, because it does lead to a pretty interesting enemy that we have yet to see in quite some time that I want to, visit again. It's the Leech Man. We have encountered them on the train, but I don't think we've seen a single one here, actually, since we, entered the facility. But, the room that I'm going to be entering is right here. You don't really have to enter it. In fact, it's actually probably a bad idea to do so. But since I want to show off every single room within the game, I will, just for, completion purposes. I don't think there's even anything in this room beside... Is there actually even anything? Oh! You know what? There's a green herb, so... Rebecca, move. If we actually do this well and don't get hit by the Leech Man, this actually might be worth it. Let me just grab that, and then we're gonna grab this, of course, as well. Oh my gosh, that, like, drop sound effect is actually so cool. What? The second I stop talking, it... Okay, and when I start talking, then it drops again. Oh, okay, funny one. But, yeah, let's just carefully make our way. I'm not really walking to show off the drop sound effect. I'm just mostly walking because... so I can just dodge past this guy. Now... Rebecca, please tell me you followed me through the door. I really don't want to have to swap back to her and risk getting hit, because Rebecca is... Oh. Thank God. Okay, no, there's gonna be one that spawns there. Yeah, this whole, like, hallway, east wing of sorts gets... Or west wing, I don't want to say east, but west gets filled with Leech Men. It's kind of crazy, but... Here is the room where we can use both microfilms, but there are a bunch of zombies I think you can kind of hear walking around. Wait, fire now. I'm really hoping that there's actually some ammo in this room, because we don't have too much of it. Yeah, and there is. That's actually good. We'll pick this up. Now, Billy actually has some handgun ammo. Yeah, to be honest, it's 30! Nice! Yeah, but it's actually pretty sad, though, because I believe I actually played worse in my, replay through of Part 4 than I did the first time, which is actually pretty funny. You'd expect me to... Actually, though, you would expect me to be better, because my second time running through it... Well, I've obviously run through it way more than 2 times. I played this game more times than I like to admit, but... I mean, second time as of recent, but it wasn't really that recent, because, like, as mentioned, it's been 2 weeks since I played this, and, instead of rambling on about how this somehow infects, my skill, I actually do just want to quickly apologize for that. If there are people who are following the series, I am really sorry. There's something written on the top of the picture of the seats. So oh my gosh, I was trying to explain, but then I got cut off by this disc animation. I will take the MO disc, or MO disc, as I like to say. Okay, so back to what I was trying to say. I haven't really been uploading because, you know, not that I really want to, you know, expose, like, my age or anything. Actually, I don't really think it matters. I am 14, and I just started up high school for the first time, so, you know, with semesters and all that, and just life as a whole, it's been stressful, to say the least, and not that any of my classes are particularly hard. They aren't. It's just, it is my first, you know, year of high school, so I do kind of, you know, want to... I was just kind of waiting till I was, you know, fully, like, into the high school, not a groove per se, but just, like, into it, so I actually, like, know what I'm doing and feel comfortable getting back into a decent upload schedule again without being stressed. I don't get homework, but it's definitely, different compared to, you know, elementary school. But with that out of the way, there will be a leech spawning here, but, you know, if you took a look at that little file or image of sorts, it's, you know, kind of gives us the code that we need to use the MODISC for upstairs in the second floor main room. But, yeah, I'm just kind of carefully making my way through this hall, using the D-pad to move here, because I'm using, you know, the new controls. But I'm going to use the D-pad to slowly walk, but it didn't even matter because he found us. Now, let me just dodge past and quickly make my way out of here. I gotta say, I hate those enemies. Their music is terrifying, but it was really well done. You know, the music for the Leashmen was spot on. I mean, the, you know, orchestrator or whatever who did that, they did a good job. I'll hand it to them, you know. Whenever the Leachman music plays up, even if it's, you know, your 1,000th time playing the game, and I didn't mean to hit my microphone there, but I just did. Even if it's like your 1,000th time playing that game, it's still very scary, but... yeah, so let's just go ahead and head up here to insert the MODISC, which will unlock quite a few more areas throughout the facility here, which I'm pretty excited to do that. Let's just input the code OA. Alright, so I don't know. I don't remember if I know the code by heart, OA. I think I do. But I don't know if I want to risk... you know what?
I'll go alone.
Okay.
I think I know what it is. I could be wrong. I'll give it my best shot here to input it. No, I don't know what it is, actually. What? I didn't mean to do that. Billy, stay over there. Files. Microfilm image. Oh my gosh, it's so simple. I don't know why I didn't... I might have been thinking of the code 2D, because that's usually the one I get. Billy, why are you in the way? But I usually get the code 2D, so that's what I'm used to inputting. OA. I still get it frequently, but not as much as 2D, so now that we do that, you want to have both characters positioned so they can immediately swap between them, because the, button only, like, stays pressed for such a limited amount of time, so you want to have both characters in their spots ready to be swapped to immediately. But what that does is, I think as you just saw there, it unlocks 3 different areas throughout this facility. One on the 3rd floor, one here right in this room, and one in the main hall that leads outside. The 3rd floor and the outside hall one are useless to us right now, but this is one we want to go through right now, actually. This one is important right away, but I think there's actually some... oh my gosh, I have us separated still. Okay, you know what? It's fine. I'll just take out... I forgot I had Billy and I separated, but let me just take out these enemies first, and then I'll call Billy back. Swap over here. Now head through here. And then we can just link the characters back up. Like so. Nothing too bad. Ow! I just hit my head on the wall. Or not on my wall, but on my desk. I can't speak.
This way.
Okay.
Link this way. I guess the bodies haven't despawned because Rebecca was standing in here, which stops them from doing that. Here, we'll head through this room first, actually. Do I want to do that? Yeah, well, whatever. Already dead. Too bad, so sad. Wait. Oh my god, I thought Billy was actually going to get grabbed there because... I was not that close to him. We can't even reload. Yeah, we're out of shotgun ammo. That sucks. Here we have a first aid spray. You know, we're actually doing a lot better than expected on health. I think we have 2 first aid sprays plus 1 in the main hall, which I never even combined because I just have them sitting there. Here is a chemical that we can put to the mixing set. Yeah, well, I'm not sure if I want to go too much into this. No, I'll talk about that later, but that's here for a reason. If you mess something up later in the game, it's not really a mess up, it's a choice. And the thing about that choice that you'll see later in the game is there actually kind of is a right and wrong answer. It's not quite right and wrong per se, but there's definitely one that you probably should take and one that you probably shouldn't. But I won't be getting too much into that right now, but I will definitely talk about it when the time comes, if I remember to. But yeah, we're just gonna head through here now. Now, there are blue herbs in that room, which I don't think I'll pick up because there's only like one area in the entire game you can get poisoned. One being this room, which is completely avoidable, so I don't really count it. So I guess technically 2, but you can't, like, you have to be pretty silly to mess this thing up if you get poisoned here. And then there's another area that I can think of clearly, so I'll just save the, blue herbs. I won't even interact with them. There's really no point. But here we have, we just picked up some red grenades. Here I think of some ink ribbons. And I guess I should, you know, solve this puzzle here. So it's really simple and not complex at all. You take a look at this board. You know, it shows how it ended in a checkmate. And one second, let me move this over here. And now we, you know, want to match what the... Rebecca, move, you're being... You know what? Actually, let's split up so she gets out of her way. So what we want to do is just match the board. So, the king here, let me just move that, was actually right under the rook on that black space there. So that's exactly what we want to do. But you don't want to push it too... you know, too much out of alignment. Like, if you continue to push it down just for, you know, fun or whatever, it would activate a bunch of poison gas, which is exactly how you would get poisoned. But if you just do it like a normal person and, you know, just do it exactly the way the game wanted you to do it, it's not hard and you shouldn't get poisoned. And, you know, for solving it, it unlocks the, Book of Evil, which, you know, is obviously going to contain the extra wing for the black statue we have in the main room, which will balance out the 2 statues, which will solve something that we'll see what that does when the time comes. But there's actually something more in here, and that is Marcus's Diary 1. December the 4th. I know I said the 4th. Funny, that's actually... Because usually, when I, like, read out loud with, like, friends or whatever, I always, like, joke around and, you know, like, be silly and always, like, be like, December the 4th, but I don't know why that's, you know, invading my commentary, so I apologize for that bit of goofiness. December 4th, we finally did it. The new virus. We called it the Progenitor. Progenitor. Oh my god. I want to carry it back and start detailed investigations immediately. March 23rd. Spencer says he's going to start a company. Well, I don't care, as long as I can continue my research on Progenitor. He can do what he likes. August 19th. Spencer keeps asking me to be the director of his new training facility. Maybe it's because of the business, but he's becoming intolerably pushy. But maybe I can turn this to my advantage. I need a special facility to properly explore all the virus's secrets. A place where no one will get in the way. November 30th. Damn that Spencer. He came to complain to me again today. He thinks a Progenitor as nothing more than a money-spinning fool. But if his influence continues to grow, it can only be bad for my research. If I'm to properly develop Progenitor, I must strengthen my own position too. September 19th. At last, I've discovered a way to build a new virus-type Progenitor as base. Mixing it with leech DNA was the breakthrough I needed. I called this new virus T for Tyrant. October 23rd. It's no good. I can't hope for real progress experimenting on mere rodents. Only humans can be a proper mammalian subject for the experiments. Otherwise, I'll never make any real progress. November 15th. Someone seems to suspect something about my experiments, but perhaps it's just my imagination. Well, if anyone does get too close, they may find themselves unexpectedly assisting in my research. January 13th. At last, they are ready. My wonderful leeches. Those of low intelligence, they will never have the privilege of tasting the sense of joy and satisfaction. Now, finally, I can move against Spencer. Soon I will control everything. January 31st. The devices I set to protect my work have been disturbed. It appears someone came looking for tea in the leeches. Fool. No doubt the work of Spencer's group. February 11th. Today I again found evidence of tampering around the entrance to the labs. If that is what they're after, I must find a suitable way to deal with them. Perhaps I should have William and Albert smoke out the pests. Those two are the only ones I trust, apart from my beloved leeches, of course. But Spencer, it wouldn't end there, would it? I will announce tea at the next director's meeting and collect my just rewards. So it looks like James Marcus has been, creating the T-virus, which, is pretty cool, or not really cool. It's actually, pretty scary, but good for him. And, he, used the leeches as test subjects, so that's exactly, what we've been fighting throughout this game. But
Okay.
I guess with leeches being of low intelligence, he needed to use humans as well. And can I just say that it's actually pretty funny that that diary literally took place over the span of 2 years. One of the jumps was like a full-on year in between. It's like, I didn't, like, at that point, he should have just started a new diary, but yeah, we've been conducting research on the T-virus, and I guess that's how it all got started. I mean, that is kind of what this prequel, I guess, is meant to do. I guess that's the point of Resident Evil 0, was, to answer, questions about the origins of the T-virus and all that, but I think for the most part it was kind of self-explanatory. Not that everybody knew, oh my gosh, I didn't even really mean to do that. I meant to actually exchange. Or is Rebecca actually full on equipment as well? No, she's not. I don't know what that was about then, but I'm like getting off track here. Yeah, let's just pick this up, but I don't even know what I was gonna say. Ah, I literally hit my head on the desk again. Or, not desk. It's kind of funny, but so what happens is it's not really the desk, it's kind of like the wall. Basically, when I'm turning, I kind of like play against, I kind of record against like the wall, kind of. So when I like turn my head, I kind of hit my head on the wall, which is really annoying. But all I meant to say is that the point of RE0 was to, solve the mysteries of the T-virus, but it was kind of self-explanatory is what I was trying to say. Not self-explanatory like, everybody knew every last detail, but in the sense that nobody really asked, and yet here we got this prequel anyways. Yeah, and I mean, RE0, it's a great game, but it's pretty forgettable. It's not really my favorite. This whole dropping mechanic thing is really annoying. I've never really been a fan, but enough complaining. I probably should be a bit more positive. I really do try to enjoy this game, but it's probably one of my least favorites. But yeah, I'll just try my best to shush, get past the complaints, and just try to enjoy my time with the game, even if I do not enjoy certain aspects of it. Oh my gosh, these spiders! Fricking hell! Switch back to Rebecca. Hopefully nobody got poisoned. Oh my gosh, Rebecca is actually out of shock anymore here. I'm gonna actually have to run up, because there's one more spider left, but I'm gonna have to take him on with just... Oh, I just got poisoned. Wait, no I didn't. Oh my god, thank the Lord. I actually thought I was doomed. Like, I actually thought I was gonna have to run all the way back up. Oh, we got him. My gosh. Scared me so bad there. I actually thought I was gonna have to, like, because I don't know. I don't know if I actually would have cut that out, or if I actually would have shown myself walking all the way back up. I probably would have cut it out. To be honest, I really don't think anyone really would. Oh my gosh. This music is, like, scary, but so cool at the same time. Oh my god. Here, actually, I'll pick up the increment with Rebecca. Oh my gosh. Screw the blue herb. I just want the green. Is Rebecca actually full on? Okay, yeah, she is. But yeah, here in the corner is a file. Correctional Institute inmates list. Matthews K. Deceased disposal. Preserve this specimen. Like, I don't think I need to cover this. It's really just a bunch of random people that nobody cares about. In their, I guess, what happened to them. And not that nobody cares, but it's just like I don't really feel like the need to cover that. It would just be me reading out inmates' names and what happened to them. And it's not like they're even important characters. I don't even know what the point of that file really was, to be honest. But as great as this music is, I think we got to leave this room to continue advancing on. Unfortunately, the music is gone. And the second you leave this room, it's not even really unfortunately. It's just kind of weird. It's like just for that little one tiny alcove of a room. Anywho, I don't think there's actually any items I can pick up in this room, so I guess we should probably just head up through here. So go and click on it. It's a large air vent. Rebecca could probably reach it if she stood on Billy's shoulders. Give Rebecca a boost. Alright, let's do that. I guess.
I'm almost there.
Glad I could be of service. Time to go inside.
Okay.